So when it comes to our program design, all our workouts are metabolic strength training workouts. And that's just a fancy term for strength training done at an up-tempo pace. Now you might ask, why do we have this focus? And the reason is that majority of our clients are looking to accomplish two things, and that is to decrease body fat and increase or maintain lean muscle mass. And with that goal in mind of, I'd say, probably 99% of our clients, that's the type of workouts that are going to be both efficient and effective for their goals. But we do have 3 different formats. So in order to keep variety, we do 3 different types of workouts, and those last about 4 weeks. Don't want to get too much into the details of those, but some have more emphasis on conditioning type exercises, some have more emphasis on pure strength, and some have a little bit of blend of both. Now, when it comes to the workouts themselves, we like to keep balance, the basic nuts and bolts of our workouts. We want to hit the parts that generally most people neglect, and that would be the back side of the body. Think glutes, hamstrings, upper back, lats, back of the shoulders. So majority of people out there when they go to the gym tend to do a lot of pushing, overhead pressing, and quad work. So another aspect of our program design that we focus on is movement and how do we move. A lot of our clients come in here as runners or cyclists, and what they often do is just this forward and backward one plane of motion. And even most general people out there, how they work out is, press, push, squat, lunge, everything's in that front and back plane of motion. We also want to move laterally. That could be something like a lunge, that could be a band movement, that could be just a shuffle. Also, we want to talk about the core and moving in the transverse plane, which just think side to side. So a lot of you out there just do crunches and just that basic movement, but we also want our clients doing things like chops coming across the body, pal-off presses, in and out, a lot of anti-rotation work. So this is great exercises that relate to your everyday life and what you're doing. So we want to work all planes of motion. It's going to help keep our clients balanced and injury-free. So sometimes with workouts you want to get too fancy and adjust too often, constantly new exercise. Well, what we want to focus on is the staple exercises, and for us it's band work, it's glute bridges, it's row variations, push-up variations. It's these simple movements that are very, very effective that we want to keep in our program often. Yeah, we change things out and introduce new exercises, but we're not constantly completely switching it out and completely putting new exercise. Our clients will see some similar exercises throughout our entire 3 different formats because they need them and they're vital to just the foundation strength program that we do. So our clients often say to us, do you guys make this stuff up? Where do you come up with these workouts and these goofy exercises? Do you guys use a book? Do you take stuff out of a book? Do you use magazines, websites? Where do you come up with this stuff? Honestly, it's going to come from all of our staff collaborating. A lot of times they're just variations of foundational movements, just done maybe with a band instead of a dumbbell, or a bar instead of a kettlebell. Doesn't really matter, but just that slight variation has a huge difference and impact on the client. All of our staff is constantly getting continuing education. We go to seminars and workshops throughout the year, and those help us develop our program. So with 2 locations and multiple staff, how do we keep consistency amongst the workouts, not only at both locations, but different hours of the day with different coaches? Well, it's simple. We meet once a week, and every other week we have what we call our big meeting, and that's where we all get together. We go over that workout, exercise for exercise. If it's a new exercise, we all practice it and make sure we know what it's like before we give it to you guys out there. So we want to see how it feels, what could possibly hurt or not feel right, and that's going to help better experience for you out there. All of our coaches are different, they have different styles, but we want to make sure we're on the same page when we're talking about key coaching points, where the hand position should be, the foot positioning, are we going slow, fast? We want to make sure that no matter the time of day or location, that you're gonna get that same experience and coaching points. So since a big part of what we do here is individualized workouts based upon our clients' needs, when we're looking at every exercise, and all of our exercises are programmed, everything always has an alternative that could meet anybody's injury or needs. So for instance, if a client has bad knees, if the program calls for a squat, they might be doing a deadlift. If a workout calls for a shoulder press and they have a bad shoulder, they might be doing a row. So sometimes clients will see somebody else doing a totally different exercise than there, and that's because it's been individualized and adjusted to meet that client's personal needs. So when looking at our workouts and our programs as a whole, some of the main keys we're trying to look at is it effective for the clients? Is it efficient, like we talked about? And is it fun? And really at the end of the day, does it make the clients better? We're not gonna just do exercises just for the sake of doing them because they're cool or flashy. We just wanna make sure, is it gonna work? Is it gonna make them better? And is it fun?